Cardinals, one last team here. We think they are going to finish last in the division, though. I think it'll be a decently tough fight for bottom three here. I don't love any of the bottom three teams in this division. Overall, offense was pretty putrid last year outside of wide receiver, thanks to Fitzgerald keeping that up. What do you guys think of Sam Bradford, Josh Rosen? Do you want either one of them?
No, because I think Bradford will be okay for the first couple weeks until he breaks. And Rosen's going to be, he's a rookie quarterback. And I think he'll be okay, but I don't think he's going to be good enough to roster in one QB redraft.
It's also not going to be great weapons.
No, it's not. And Mike McCoy...
How dare you?
So Steve Wilkes comes in as a defensive-minded coach. Mike McCoy likes to pass the ball, but he will switch to the run whenever the passing options aren't there or his quarterback's not that great or whatever. This offense runs through David Johnson as long as he doesn't break, so I don't want either quarterback.
I like Sam Bradford if you can stay healthy. As just a streaming option. I mean, he's not draftable because there's no reason to roster him. But I think it's not just with his health. It's if the Cardinals struggle to win games, I think they'll eventually go to Josh Rosen, and which makes them, you don't draft either of them, and you just kind of wait to see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think we have to spend that much more time on this.
Nope.
You got something else?
David Johnson.
I'm not drafting either one of the quarterbacks in redraft. No,
even in 2Q quarterback, I probably wouldn't take either one.
In 2QB, I'm taking Sam Bradford.
Yeah, I'd take Bradford in 2QB.
Yeah. David Johnson's my running back 4. I don't see any volume issues. He's involved in the passing game, and he's a running down workout horse. He's not going to get game scripted out.
Yeah, my only concern with him is I'm not sure how great the offense is going to be, so touchdown opportunity might be limited.
That's exactly why he ended up below Zeke for me.
So yeah, he's also my 4.
He's my 3. I think he'll get more pass, just with the passing upside in that offense, and just with what he's proven to us already. I don't think it matters with how bad this offense may be. Fitz and Bradford they're not on par with what Palmer and Bradford or with what Palmer and Fitz did, but a healthy Bradford is up there with what Palmer can do. So I don't really see much of a difference.
All right.
Yeah, I think the difference is Bradford's always been this guy that gets the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. And Arians is gone. Arians was that 7-step drop, air it out deep down the field offense, and that's no longer going to be the offense that the Cardinals have. So I think and especially with Mike McCoy, he's shown in the past that he caters his offenses towards what his players can do.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think this is going to be a much more horizontal passing attack, and I think that benefits both David Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald, as well as
Christian Kirk.
Man, don't even get me started on Christian Kirk. I love Christian Kirk.
Well, we're about to get started on Christian Kirk right after we quick talk here about who the handcuff is to David Johnson. Are we putting our money on Chase Edmonds?
Sure.
All the hype said so.
Yeah.
It's Edmonds.
It's Edmonds.
It's got to be Edmonds.
There's no one behind him.
It's
TJ Logan.
Well, TJ Logan is a guy that you can use as a receiver and a returner. He's explosive in space, but I don't want to run him behind the tackles.
Yeah, whereas Edmonds
and this might just be coach speak, but they're already talking about how if David Johnson goes down, they wouldn't have to change their offense at all.
Yeah, the hype on Edmonds is starting to that's
he's already the RB2 on their depth chart.
Well, yeah, but that's
he's got a great skill set to him. I don't think he's as explosive as Johnson is.
Obviously, it was a small school,
but I think
so was David Johnson.
His skill set's good enough. So
yeah, Edmonds is a guy I actually like a lot. If anything happened, even if there's like a rumor that something is wrong with Johnson, just grab Chase Edmonds during the season. Larry Fitzgerald, he was 6 in points per game last year. Were you guys taking him in your drafts this season?
His ADP is my actual ADP for him at the 308. He's my wide receiver 17. I think he's going to get the volume. It's just where is he going to line up on the field? Is he going to move outside with Kurt? Now, potentially in the slot, are they going to try to have Chad Williams and who else is there? Bryce Butler be a thing where Kurt has to work himself onto the field. Either way, Fitz is going to be, Fitz and get you everything you need.
His catch percentage went up 10 points when he moved to the slot from playing outside and started drawing nickel coverage. So I think if he moves outside, it does hurt him some. Just because he's older, he's kind of lost a step, and I think he's more of a technician that should be playing inside than outside right now. I love Larry Fitzgerald. He's consistently year in, year out a safe wide receiver to own. Now, Brandon Marshall and Demaryius Thomas are the two most prolific receivers that McCoy has had as an offensive coordinator. They average 8.8 and 9.6 targets a game. So probably a slight regression from what Fitzgerald was seeing last year, which I think was like 9.8 or something ridiculous. But it shouldn't be too heavy. So I still think he's a very safe option. I love him in PPR. I like him in half PPR.
Yeah, I think he's going a little higher than I'd like. He's going at the 308. I'd prefer more in
That's
the
like,
early fourth.
Yeah, and like I said the same thing. I'm like, I think that's too high. And I checked my rankings, and it's right where I have them. I'm like, okay, so it's on the higher end of probably where I would decide to. But I mean, it depends who's available at that time.
I also know what I'm going to get out of Fitz, and at that point, I'm generally shooting for a little bit. Like I want to try to get somebody.
I think if he does play outside, though, I think it does increase. I agree with Hyper that it'll lower his floor, but I think it may increase his upside if they do decide to try to push the ball downfield at any point.
All right.
If Bradford's the quarterback, I don't see him doing that, though.
Yeah.
Yep. Any other thoughts on Fitzgerald there, Travis?
I mean, other than he's like the greatest of all time. No. No, I mean, I think that's a fair price in redraft. I think I'm definitely taking him in the end of the third for sure. I mean, he's got 3 years in a row with over 100 catches and over 1,000 yards. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I think that's accurate.
That sounds about right.
So I mean, you like you said, Nick. I mean, you know what you're going to get, but what you're going to get is, I mean, a top 12 wide receiver.
Most of the time, yeah. I
in PPR.
in PPR, yes. In half PPR, I think he's probably in that 14 to 17 range. But in full PPR, yeah, absolutely.
All right. And then any other thoughts on the other pass catchers? Christian Kirk, Chad Williams, Bryce Butler, Ricky Seals-Jones.
So secondary slot type of players end up with 6 to 6.5 per targets in McCoy's offense. So Christian Kirk could very well be like Cooper Kupp plus this year, I think.
We'll let Travis talk about Kurt because he loves him.
I was just going to say real quick, I think that he's definitely going to be the wide receiver 2 in the offense. Ourlads.com, a commonly used depth chart site, has Chad Williams as number 2 still, and that boggles my mind.
I noticed
he was
that.
a 3-round. He was a 3rd-round pick last year, so they may.
Ton of hype, and he's been working out with Ochocinco.
Yeah.
And his profile's better as an outside receiver.
He's supposed to be their Fitz replacement.
Yep, and they signed Bryce Butler, so.
Wow, you guys just went crazy on me there for a second. So you guys are Chad Williams truthers.
No, I'm not saying we're truthers. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just kidding. I think Christian Kirk's the number 2 there. I think that there's a chance. I'm not going to go crazy with my homerism here. There's a chance that he's the most productive rookie wide receiver this year. I don't think that's a crazy statement.
Gallup or more?
Which is given the landscape of receivers in this draft where everyone's really, really,
there's a chance.
in love with certain people. Yeah. It's not just a one guy should dominate.
It's not a crazy. Yeah, it wouldn't be a crazy thing if that happened. I wouldn't be absolutely shocked.
No, I wouldn't be completely amazed, but it would
if Bradford stay healthy for those
surprise
season,
me a little bit.
If he stay healthy for the entire season, and if Fitz moved outside, then yeah, I think there's a painted picture you could do.
If you tell me Kirk's their starting slot receivers from day one, then I'm starting to take
where
that bet.
I mean,
that's where this whole question comes from.
The thing is one of Bryce Butler or Chad Williams is going to be on the field, or JJ Nelson. One of those 3 is going to be out there. Do I think they're worth much? Yeah, they might flash on occasion if somebody gets hurt, sure, but I don't think they're worth drafting out of the gate.
No.
But one of those 3 will be out there also.
All right. And all good names to know.
And Kurt's being drafted too. His ADP is 1408. Last spot taken.
All right.
I mean, that's what is that, the last or third to last round, depending on how deep your drafts are?
Yeah, I mean, that's how far they normally go with.
Man, I'll do that all day. And I think they keep Fitz in the slot, and I think Kirk plays outside. And maybe that's a difference. And I mean, you guys think, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys don't think Kirk is profiles as an outside receiver.
He's big enough to if he can. I mean, he's got the size.
You guys also hate Josh Rosen, so maybe that plays into our difference in the Cardinals' outlook quite a bit.
So
I hate Josh Rosen long term. Yeah.
All right. Enough about the pass catchers here. Any last thoughts on Ricky Seals-Jones before we wrap this one up?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I think he's way too much of a hype train on him. I'm passing hard.
Temper expectations there.